Hi YouTube, it's me, Kareem Zamir. Those are the Seekers Galanti. This is Second Wake, episode 13, year 2. I did that in one. When we last left our valiant heroes, which means it's time for Dungeons and Dragons, according to this chubby nerd shirt, who is more into sci-fi lately. I see you, Colville, you sneaky butt. On YouTube yet. Have to censor myself. When we last left our valiant heroes, the Seekers of Galanti had, of course, made their way across the ruined and rubbled, recovering city. How many R words can I fit into this description? Of Dyrwood, their homeland, their place of business, the place in which the Gulanti part of Gulanti comes from. A number of things had occurred within the city, a valiant fight on the forces of good versus evil, light versus darkness, and if you need to know which side is which, there's 65 episodes of content to get caught up on. We'll be here when you're ready, dog. But yes, after a very impactful, heavily storied event in which the community decided should or should not happen. Thank you, community. If you're unaware that you can make a change in this game, watch us live on YouTube every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on twitch.tv/Kareem Zamir. Links in the bio, doobly-doo. I hate self-advertising. Thank you so much. But we had a YouTube comment that was like, where do I watch more of this? I'm like, you're on the YouTube channel. How do you... Dude, there's nothing else on this channel, guy. There's one Ranger review. That's it. So after receiving new orders, or rather the same orders, and coming to terms with the idea that there is a time and a place for all people to help, and in truth, their ability to create capital, find deals, and find people that can aid in recovery efforts might be better served beyond the boundaries of the city itself. The Seekers of Galanti, still being able to fight, fit, and mobilize, made way northward out of the city and began to atop and stride their Karen Beetle mount. It's pretty neat. They began their journey northward, heading towards Grim Village for a number of strange and curious events that had preceded several days and weeks before. In downtime, as we played on Discord a bit, last week, as I said, in the intro, if you're here on Twitch and you heard it, you know why. If you are here on YouTube, it's just been a week, dog. And if you join us on Twitch, you'll see why. You'll get more information. I don't cut. You know, that's the YouTube clap. We've seen it. Okay, cool, great. Good talking to you. So, with that being said, the group had made their way outside of town. Roughly a few hours has passed since we last were broadcasting, and the group has now, some several hundred feet away, noted along the road leading through Hunter's Reach, outside the kind of depths of Dyrwood itself, a large purple banner with a denoted pair of crossed scimitars across its heraldry, and a singular individual sat atop a heavy rock, their back to the banner, seems to overlook the road, of which they note 2 overturned wagons. Not large enough wagons that it would block the road for any means, or they have to be moved aside, more or less seeming to provide either cover, shade, or otherwise for any individuals that might call the road their home. More or less, if you want to build a checkpoint, but you are cash poor, and you have an abundance of broken wagons, why not do it this way? So as we said in Discord this week, Seekers, you note a single individual with their back to this heavy, large purple banner, denoting a pair of crossed scimitars as its heraldic mark. And Kobold Jones last spoke in our chat, asking what the group intends to do about this. And at that point, I will turn the reins over to you, Seekers of Galanti. What comes next? Tell us, please. We're waiting with bated breath.
Was this person's on top of the wagons, or is he like blocking the middle of the road in between them?
Nope. There are 2 heavy overturned wagons on the middle of the road. They're tipped up on their side. And you note a large rock in which there has been a heavy looking flagpole embedded, and they are sat cross-legged in front of this rock, or rather on the rock with the pole behind them. They are not really stopping the flow of traffic at all. They're just kind of sitting there waiting.
Can we see what the flag is, or if it has any sort of symbols on it?
Yep. As I've stated, the flag is a bright and royal crescent purple. It has a pair of heavy-looking scimitars that have been crossed in an X over it, denoting the mark of an organization I think many of you are familiar with at this point.
Hey, Cleaner, do you see anybody hiding around here?
Can I take a look around to see if there's like more than one of them?
Sure. Go ahead and give me your choice, perception or investigation. Investigation is a higher DC since you are so far away. Perception would be the easier of the two.
Wow, what a choice. 24 for perception.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus Christ, criminy. You look around the area. From what you can tell, seems with a 24 even, you look to see the shadows, and you can see long drawn shadows from the carts. You can see the individual sat on the rock. It's rather open hunting ground, being the hunter's reach. You can hear the roughly about a half mile away, the still kind of like crashing sounds of the river that runs up the northern pass of Hunter's Reach. But from what you can discern and what you can perceive, it seems that this person's all by their lonesome out here on these rocks, or this rather large rock, I should say.
I don't think there's anybody with him, but who knows?
All right. Give me 1 second, y'all, while you guys decide. Be right back.
Are we in the business of just sniping these guys now when they see their scimitars? We don't like you.
On site.
To be honest, I would love it to be on site. However, to try and make it through, I think
Last time the guy had like a flare, right?
Well, last time they were like harvesting what they'd found. This time I think this guy's just a highwayman who's probably collecting a toll. Yeah, and he did signal. He signaled and then he ran away to where the others were.
Sorry about that. I realized a little too late that I can't actually check my, like if someone sends me something, I didn't have my phone on me, so that was my fault. Anyway, sorry, what did we decide?
JJ can pass amicably. Personally. As long as they don't give any issue. She can hold it for now.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I guess let's slide up.
All right. You all begin to ride towards the overturned wagons, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. As you all approach, you look across the area. The sky seems beautiful and truly like a good start to the middle of the day. Once your large beetle comes within view, you hear a heavy whistle blown, and the individual from the rock kind of waves their hand over to you and kind of gives a shout and says, "Hail, travelers! If you be so kind, please hear me out." As you guys are closer now, you see an individual with a heavy-set hood and horns covered underneath, a tiefling individual of bright blue skin, who kind of like waves their hand over to you upon your approach. There doesn't seem anything to be able to stop you from just continuing down the road, but it is up to you guys.
Sorry, buddy, I don't have any smokes on me.
Continuing along the way, then?
We don't want to hear what he has to say. Information's information.
I mean, I guess so, but I really don't have any cigarettes on me. They got eaten.
Up to you all. You are steadfast and quickly approaching.
Look, all I'm saying is if he offers to wash the beetle for a fee, we don't need that help, okay? We can do that ourselves.
Let's hear what he has to say. I'd rather get to know as best we can of the scimitars. If we get further and further in dealing with this.
Alright.
All right. So, with that, you guys are pulling your beetle up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, you come into view of an individual in a heavy-set cloak. They stand up, dusting themselves off. You look, a number of rations are set upon the rock they've been sitting on. It does seem as if they've been kind of camped out here for quite some time. Adorned, hanging from a chain around their neck that is visible from the outside of their robes, is a pair of silvered crossed scimitars. The tiefling kind of looks over to you and goes, "Oh, best of days, travelers. Welcome and good morning, well, afternoon to you at this point. That is my association, the Cross Scimitars, call the Hunter's Reach our home. In doing so, we provide a number of services and protections for would-be travelers as we have cleared out much of the road. For standard travel through Hunter's Reach, we ask a small tithe to our community, being no more than 3 silver coins. In doing so, we offer the finest protections that your good currency will provide you. If you choose not to, we simply ask that you take the northern pass over the river, as it is the more wild land at this point."
I'd have to pardon me because we were out of town for a little while. Before the scimitars weren't so much claiming the roads. I was just curious, who leads you?
Oh, well, we do have a central form of leadership, all things and such. That would be Prepel. She is a tremendous leader who has endeavored to redesign our current images.
I see. And are you establishing a fort or domicile somewhere here in these woods, or do you operate out of one of the towns?
Oh, well, unfortunately, our base of central operations does lie here within Hunter's Reach. But unfortunately, we don't accept outward visitors, especially those who are not of our association. If you would like to make a formal request, any one of our members would be happy to take that and run up the flagpole for you.
No, that's quite alright. I just was curious, like I said, this is a bit of a new setup than the last time we traveled through these parts, so just trying to understand exactly what's at play.
Oh, not to worry then. As you are no doubt aware, this area is dreadfully full of ravenous beasts and terrible things that might maul you in the evening. So we've simply taken it upon ourselves to cull the herd, as it were, and ensure a safe passage from the southern lands all the way up to the northern areas of the Whites.
And, how much was that fee again?
3 silver coins.
I'm sorry, how do you ensure the safe passage? Does somebody come with us, or do you come with us?
Oh, not at all. Stationed along the main road, should you pay your fee, of course, are a number of our prized hunters and protectors who will ensure that your stay along the Northern Pass is completely without issue. Otherwise, we do ask that you use the crossing at the river at your nearest convenience and reach out into those more wildest areas that we have no control over.
So, what do you guys think?
I don't really have a problem paying the fee, but I also don't think we'd have a problem crossing on the northern side.
To be honest, I'm kind of interested if perhaps I go ahead, pay the fee and a little more if our new friend here has any sort of information on any of their members, maybe, that we've run into. It's been a been a hot minute since we've seen him.
Not a bad
Information.
idea.
Well, of course, if there's anything we can do to serve our community, we are more than happy to do so. What is it that troubles your mind, dear?
JJ, go ahead and take out a 2 gold, and the sketch she did of the man that came by the dinner party. And says, I don't know if you know this fella here. Just had some business with him recently is all. Just trying to figure out maybe where he went or something like that. And she'll hand over the gold.
Gotcha. With that, you hand over this sketch, this makings of this individual you know to be Corvus. Yes, Corvus. Looking it over, the individual kind of like takes your 2 gold coins, looks over the area itself, looks at the sketch and goes, "Oh, well, this is a very lovely rendition of a member of our team, in fact. How do you happen to know this individual?" There's a slight
Their
pause.
business means.
Business means, wonderful. Well, I could certainly reach out to them, and it'd be no problem at all. And you hear this ripping, this pause in their voice, before immediately, I need JJ, since you're within reach of this individual, go ahead and please make me a dexterity saving throw.
$17, please.
17. Foop.
Oh, sorry, 19.
19. Even better. Let's see here. That's what I want. There we go. Yeah. Easy enough to do, and then I need this one. There we go. So, as you watch and this individual is holding this bit of paper in front of you, you hear an immediate kind of snapping and breaking, and a large talonous hand retches through the front of their chest and attempts to take a swipe at you. Blood sprays forward onto the front of your clothes, and you see your small hand-drawn bit of parchment is torn in half. From out in the distance, you hear a whistling sound, and slowly a large kind of bestial body seems to slink out of some fold between what is reality and what is far beyond even that. You see a shimmer of light behind this individual for but just a glancing moment. You see them shiver and shake, blood running down the front of their mouth, their nose bleeding immediately, and you can hear far into the distance an individual's voice gently on the wind. Cry havoc and let free the Clan of War. This individual is torn in half. Again, for our viewer who was in control of this, I do thank you for not waiting on this. It would have been dreadful to wait even longer than this. You watch as one hand first pulls through the still beating heart of this individual. 3 other hands slice into the side of them, and you hear a crunching, ripping sound of their bones as they are slowly dismantled by these long, black claws. You see half of a face adorned in a white gown look out from the other side of you, large red X's within the irises of its own opulent viewing. And you hear a voice almost bestial in nature, and you hear, "Oh, to think that this would be the ones to defeat Gizzo. Do best veto. Tell me, Seekers, what makes you tick?" Standing before you, you see a massive creature that begins to stand taller and taller still. A creature possessed of a half-clawed side and a many-armed, voracious beast in front of you. Seekers of Galanti, if you'd be so kind as to roll initiative, I'd appreciate it. This combat is brought to you by Temasu. Temasu, we thank you. Let's see here. We will switch over there in a second. Give me one moment. One of those things where you're like, this sounds really good in my head. And then you're like, oh, right, the map that I thought this would get called on, no way of knowing. So now we're here where it's like, oh, okay, let me throw this on real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go here. We have this one, and we move this up here. Please hold while the DM refreshes. We apologize and thank you for your patience. Let's see here. Go to here. There we go. And then we need to go... All right, now we want to switch over to this. There we go. A little bit of change in the music for those of you here on Twitch. We are going to pull this in tight. Whoop. And we are going to open up our capture, put that here, put this there, and we are going to click... Where is it at? Link. It's been a while since I had to link. I've been using my Elgato for so long. I forgot where all the buttons are. There we go. So, Seekers of Galanti. You know what? Let's actually, while I'm thinking about it, we don't want to have that. We want to bring this way down. And we want to bring this color in line with that color. There we go. And we want to do this. This is the issue when you go from one of these into another one. If you name the filters the same thing, they hate you for it. This, and we'll do that. We'll do this, that. We'll do this, and we'll do that. There we go. A little bit easier on the eyes. So, Seekers of Galanti, before you stands a tall, well over 10-foot beast of a creature clad in half of an outfit that would be befitting a performer of the very much circusal arts. Their voice rough, growling and howling in your direction. Their jaw and very much features taking on that of a hungry, cravenous wolf. Before you, yet another creature born of Arcanum. Initiative. Did anyone get a 20 or higher?
25.
25, we say. That's a lot. All right. I think that'll very solidly put you in front. Do we have a... It's 20 or higher, is 25. Do we have a 20 or higher?
Aja got a 22.
Aja, there we go. Do we have a 15 or higher?
Vel got a 17.
Okay. Let's see here. And anyone with a, also a 15 or higher? No. Anyone with a 10 or higher? What do we get, Kobold?
14.
14. Orville, what do we get?
12.
12. And Celeste?
13.
13. And Morgan?
13.
13. Okay. So we're going to go Kobold Jones. We're going to go Morgan, because she has higher dex than Celeste. And then we are going to go Orville. We already have JJ on the map. I don't believe I'm forgetting anyone, am I? JJ, Vel, Kobold, Moore, Celeste, Orville. That's 6 of us, right? So we got to roll for Bartholomew. Oop, I need to put on the grid. And to roll for Charles. I also have to put Charles on the grid, too. What
Does
are we doing?
Does the beetle go on Bartholomew's turn, or?
It will be on whoever summoned the beetle. So that is up to you guys to determine who wants to be in control of that. But we'll be adding them right now.
I think it's still Bartholomew because it was required Gnomish, right?
Yes, correct. So it'll be on our boy. Do I really only have his old token? I should have his new token too, don't I? There we go. It's a very sad boy token, but it's what we have. I'm gonna put our rat friend down here. And we are gonna put... Where are we at here? My brain is having it. Nope, not the frog. We don't want the frog. We don't worry about Bully Williams.
To my dudes.
We don't worry about Bully Williams. Don't ask questions about Bully Williams. Very sensitive. I'm just gonna put a B out for Bug. We'll make it size huge. Big old bug. And we'll pull stats up for this. We will pull up Charles and Bartholomew. Charles is going to be at the tail end of the initiative. 2 to an 8, and Bartholomew with a 4 will be even further down that. Alright, so JJ, fresh into what is now remnants of a member of the Cross Scimitars, the whistle having been blown from off screen. You know, when you hand someone a loaded gun, you think they'll just threaten people with it. They won't actually make a shot. But here we are, a week later, and a shot has been fired. You see now this towering creature, its wolfen-like arms adorned across its right side, all covered in black-hewn fur, heat and fire radiating from its maw and its bright, piercing eyes, devoid of any type of humanity or true empathy. All you see are blood-red crosses that beam with the white-hot intensity of volcanic ash itself. It feels as if the predator has found its prey. What do you do?
I'm gonna assume that he has some sort of reach since he's a big boy.
His size large, and arms are longer than torso. I believe Insight will tell you, perhaps.
Okay, doke.
Let's turn down the
She
phone.
will go ahead and shift.
Alright. I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw when you shift.
Oh boy.
We've still yet to resolve this.
– 17.
17. You hear popping, a twisting, a rending, and you take on this large, heavier bestial form yourself, your antlers growing almost monstrous for a moment, but then rescinding back into something fully under your control. You stand before the group, a jackalope of sorts, but truly changed beyond a lean more towards the monstrous creature. But you are in control, for now, of this form of yours.
I will take an attack of opportunity and move back towards the group.
Okay, so you'll take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Against creatures it is making opportunity attacks against. Oops. I need to click this button. We have a 13 on dice for a 24 to hit.
That was it, for sure.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw as you feel a black wolfen claw slash out at you.
That's a nat 20.
Natural 20? Okay. You feel the claw tear into your side. In doing so, you will take... Where are we at here? There we go. You'll take 9... Let me say this right. 9... 10, 11, 12... You'll take 12 points of slashing damage. And you feel a radiant heat and this kind of like glint of arcana just beneath the claws of this creature. For a moment you feel yourself shiver and shake, but then you maintain your grasp on this current corporeal realm. You may move as normal.
I will move back to beside Charles.
Alright. Let's make sure I have the right clicker. Default play. Boop. Beside Charles, 10, 15, 20 to here.
Yep.
All right.
And then for my action, I would like to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Celeste.
Okay. Go ahead and let Celeste know what Protection from Evil and Good does.
Okie dokie. So Celeste, you... Oops, sorry, I would have to move to Celeste first and then go to Charles. So I'll do that. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead. This protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the effect. So he essentially should have disadvantage of you on.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
There you go. And then continuing your move past Charles.
Yes.
All right. That is going to be Aja's turn.
Aja will fly up and will give Jones advantage on his first attack.
Okay. Flies up,
And then
flies
return
back.
to me.
Sounds good. Velithil, your turn.
I am going to summon Burn
Burn.
on the north side of him, so he's a little out of the way from anyone else getting in contact.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. We're going to make Burn fancy this time. Fancy Burn.
Burn is fancy.
Big old fancy Burn. Okay. That about where you want him?
Can I go one space further away?
Sure.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn, and then he'll have his turn.
All right. Go right ahead.
So he'll make his attack. With a... Alright, it's my spell modifier, duh. 23.
23 will hit.
Okay. That will be 13 points of slashing.
Okay. Is it magical?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. He came from a spell, but I don't think he does magical damage.
That's all I need to know if he does or
Yeah.
doesn't.
I don't think anywhere states that it is. So I don't think so. And he's not poisoned, so he doesn't have to make the save.
Okay. Is that going to be it for you?
Yep.
All right. Start of the turn for our new friend. The friend that came to find you guys. Look at the biggest fan.
Could he make me a con saving throw? Unless he's immune to poison?
Okay. So at the start of his turn, he is immune to poison.
That's all that I need to know.
No worries. The start of his turn, you see this creature twists and maul. I really shouldn't say he. But at the start of the Klon's turn, they twist and unnaturally snap various parts of their body. They look over at the group. They turn back and look at the small undead, and you hear, "You send me your toys, and I will take them from you. You send me your loved ones, and I will eat them." It will take its first attack against our big chubby friend. Let's see here. Plus a bunch. Ooh, plus is only going to be a 16 to hit against Burn for the first attack.
That hits. He's only an AC 14.
Okay, I need Burn to make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20?
Ooh, okay.
4 20?
Burn holds on. Boop. Burn is, however, going to take 16 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright. That's going to be the first attack. Second attack, we're going to go ahead and do the same claw against Burn. It's going to be a 26 to hit. And we are going to come across for 18 points of magical slashing damage against Burn. We're going to take our third attack. For 23 to hit. Or 13 points of magical slashing damage against Burn.
That will crumple Burn.
Burn has been le crumpled. The Klon takes a step forward. You see it shudder and shake. Its fourth arm wraps across the front of itself and seems to peel and twist. You see the claws at the edge of its long wolf-like talon tear into its own flesh and carve across the front of it. You see in doing so, its physical form begins to twist and malign against what your field of view is, and it begins to shimmer. And every so often, as you blink, it seems to move in and out of reality. It will roll at the end of its turn. I don't think that makes it. I think it's a 10 plus. Yep. Cool. So that's going to be its turn. We're going to go to Kobold Jones' turn.
Alright, just to be fair, or just to understand what's going on, he's not up on a huge ledge that I can't reach, right?
No, he's like partly hunched over and down. He's got like one foot up on the rock and the other foot down. You see his form seems to shift in and out from reality, but other than that, he seems there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna run up to him. You're muted, but yes, that's where I want to be.
Oh, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you are. I've been muting so you don't hear my slunking from my water bottle.
Alright, I'm gonna attack him.
Alright, go right ahead. You have disadvantage on your attacks currently.
He has
So,
advantage on
we're
his
doing-
first one.
Oh, so you have straight roll on your first one.
Alright, I'll do that. It's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will miss.
Okay, I will go for my second one.
Alright, go right ahead.
Less.
Less than that. That is no bueno. You take a big heft of the axe. Both times you see it move and dodge out of the way. Despite its size, it seems highly mobile and very dexterous.
Alright, we chillin'.
You chilling? All right. End of your turn. The creature looks at you. Its eyes flash red. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
That's my best stat.
Hey.
That's That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Plus 0.
You all watch this creature twists its head. You hear the howl under its breath of its canine-like speeches. Does anyone... I suppose I should ask, does anyone speak any type of Sylvan or Abyssal? Either of the two?
I speak Sylvan.
You speak Sylvan?
I speak Abyssal.
All right. Both of you faintly make out for a moment the words for imprisonment and locking something away. If you speak Primordial, you can get additional information, but as this flash of light emanates from its eyes, Kobold Jones disappears. And where once there was a kobold, there are but ashes and small bits of what appears to be like party string and confetti, where Kobold Jones once stood.
Is it casting spells?
It seems to be a spell-like ability, yes. Would you like to attempt to counterspell?
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead. Again, when you can't understand the language, that's the hard part. You just have to kind of take the gut shot.
Well, the description didn't help me either understand that it was a spell.
I don't think it's a spell Vel knows, but you would inherently know that something is happening magical-wise.
Okay. Am I rolling on it?
If you'd like
I'm
to.
assuming.
Mm-hmm.
16.
I believe that will fail. Let me double check. Because it's 10 plus the spell level. Yes, it will fail. If it's 16 is your total.
Yeah.
You watch Kobold Jones disappear. That'll be the end of its legendary action. Morgan, your turn.
I mean, I'm stressed.
As you well should be. I will say at the start of your turn, you do note that 2 of its 4 bestial arms are brightly glowing a red-hot cinder. The claws of them are brightly glowing at this point. After Kobold Jones vanishes, the second of these claws flares to life.
Okay. Can I aim at one of his claws?
Like a cold shot?
Yeah.
Sure. You would take a penalty to hit, though.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you'd like, you can certainly take a shot at it.
Like, can I hit, like, his shoulder in that area?
Yeah, definitely. You're attempting to kind of, like, disrupt whatever thing he's doing? Or they're doing, I should say.
I'm just looking for, like, a solid area to shoot at, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah.
That she
all
would
right.
be looking at? Okay. Can I steady aim that?
You certainly can. Give yourself advantage, so you have a straight roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do note there is no ally within 5 feet currently, as Kobold Jones is poofed.
Mm-hmm. 26.
26 will hit, even after the negative will hit. You see it strike them in the shoulder. They kind of roar out. Is the bow or arrow you are firing from magical?
Are +1 arrows magical?
Yes, they are.
Then yes.
Okay. You watch the arrow sink into the shoulder, for a moment seeming stuck in the clumps of fur and then sinking deeper still. Go ahead and roll base damage. No sneak attack, but base damage.
9.
All right. 9 points of damage. They will take it. And with that, we will make a roll. Ooh. I think I still make a 10, unfortunately, for you guys. I do still make a 10. With that, you see the arrows sink in the shoulder, the claws flicker and flash for a moment, and they grip back on to whatever it is they're maintaining with those 2 glowing claws. Is that going to be your turn, Morgan?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Celeste.
So, do you remember that time that you gave me this sword and then you said, hey, you have to attune to it? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then
Then I didn't hear from you for a week. Yeah. That's rough.
So I was just wondering if in our travels I had time to do that, and if I did that, and if I didn't, that's okay too. I would just like to know.
Oh, this is like one of those actually moments where I can be a nice
How
DM.
good of a mood are you in?
Ooh, I don't know. I did have a pretty rough week last week. It's fine.
I'll share my tangerine with you.
Well, I want that tangerine in writing. That's fine. You can have attuned to your outsider Bane weapon. That's fine.
Okay,
Although,
so I'm gonna.
in the spirit of Ted getting to pull one whenever he wants, it does feel fitting that you didn't think to do that. Don't look at me.
Okay, I'm gonna move up
All right, you right up.
to the square next to where I saw Jones poof from,
Okay, go right ahead.
and I'm gonna swing on him.
Go right ahead. You have disadvantage on the attack base, but you do get your +2 for it being an outsider.
Yep, it's gonna be a solid 9.
Solid 9. Big swing. You have this heavy greatsword in front of it. It kind of leans and rears back, and its wolf-like hands kind of bat at the air as if you're fighting a large wolf in a sense. In many ways, you are.
It's gonna be an 18.
18. Another swing. Right in front of it, and you see it twist and move. You hear snapping from its spine as it corkscrews around and moves in the direction and pull of your blade. It seems to wind back up as if preparing to strike at you at any given moment. That is your 2 attacks?
Yes, that
Alright.
is my turn.
Alright, it will take its reaction for successfully dodging an attack, and it will take a swipe at you with its claw. It's going to be a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Did it have dis?
Does it have disadvantage?
Oh,
against
it
her,
has
yes.
disadvantage,
Oh,
sorry.
sure, not a problem at all. We'll take the 9 instead of the 10, so we'll still get a 20 instead of a 21.
Yeah.
We'll hit, alright. I need you to please make me a wisdom saving throw, and you'll be taking 13 points of magical slashing damage.
24 for a wisdom save.
Alright, you feel something tear and rend deeper still than your actual physical form, but you feel the heavy claws of this bestial creature tear through the front of you, and you start to feel this kind of like slicing feeling as bits of your own crimson spill out onto the front of your armor, but whatever magical effect that lingers just beneath the reach of these claws doesn't take hold or root within you. Is that your turn,
sorry.
Celeste?
You told me I took how much damage? I just want to make sure I got it right.
13 slashing.
13 damage. Okay, and then can I use Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, you can. I need to make a what, dex save?
Yeah.
Alright, dex save. Dex save is a 21. And if it is for half, don't worry about it. Bang bang.
Okay. Yeah.
It is a dexterous and rather evasive creature.
No, yeah. I mean, me too.
Of course, everyone, in fact. Orville, your turn.
Well, here we go.
What's up,
Orville
friend?
is going. He's gonna take up his stick.
Mm-hmm.
Move 15-ish. Yeah, 15 to the left.
15 to the left.
Yeah, towards the monster.
Okay.
Activate there.
Okay. You bring the staff up into the air. The light
Yeah.
of the day shines brilliantly across it, and with a spark, twin flames roll around it. And where once a stick was, you now have a large flaming lance.
Awesome. I'm going to then swing out around Celeste to make my attacks upon this creature.
Boop boop to this. Or one further?
Yeah, that looks good.
That look good in the line?
I'll go one further.
One
One
further.
further.
Okay, you
Yeah.
box it in a bit.
Alrighty. I'm going to take 2 attacks with Ye Old Stick.
Alright,
Rolling
yeah.
a disadvantage.
Disadvantage on your attacks this round, yep.
Alright, sounds good. Here we go. That's going to be a 4. So we're not going to worry about that one.
Okay.
And that one's a 6, so we're also not going to worry about it.
Alright. Seems good to me. Is that going to be your turn, Orville?
Yeah, that concludes it.
Alright. Charles, fearing no thing or no man, 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. We'll take an attack. Charles swings a large pizza cutter on a staff towards this creature, and you see it twist and move out of the way, having already used its reaction, but still feeling rather good about itself. We will see Bartholomew go. Bartholomew will look around, immediately frightened, and then try to swallow. You see a moment of like swallowing his fear. Will attempt to walk up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here, and flank with Orville. We will make straight rolls, I believe. Buddy. There you are, buddy. And thankfully leveled everyone up. Alright, so Bartholomew now with 2 attacks. We'll come across with a 14 will hit and come across, let's see here, what else is the other die? 15 on the other die, so both will come across after their pluses. We are using this two-handed, so we'll have 2 of these. Boop. So that is going to be for 22 points of radiant damage. Bring us to 31. Alright. Bartholomew takes 2 big heavy swings with this large blade, each one tearing in and burning the flesh of this creature. It howls out in pain and seems to turn and look in various directions. And you hear, "For all of this, you'll all rend. The fields will run red with your blood." We'll make it saving throw twice over. First one is fine. Second one also fine with 15 on die. JJ, top of round, dose.
From here, JJ will just back up a couple more.
Okay. Couples 2.
Yeah.
All right.
And then she'll just, can she get a shot? Maybe she has to move, north one to get, like, a shot onto, the guy with Eldritch Blast without hitting anyone.
You're not in worry of hitting anybody, but unless you have, you're shooting into melee is the bigger issue.
Yeah.
So spell sniper, any of those things that provide not a disadvantage or whatever for that, but just letting you know you are shooting into melee without anything that ignores the shooting into melee penalty.
Okie dokie.
Just to give you a heads up. Gotta remind myself these things sometimes. I'll go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, she'll go ahead and shoot 2 at him. We'll see what we can do.
I guess the idea is to move here so you don't take cover.
Yeah.
There you go. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you're not risking hurting anyone, but yes, cover is relevant,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
$17 and 6.
17 and 16?
Yes.
Both will miss. You see 2 bolts of Eldritch Energy fly overhead. The creature twists and moves in crazed ways. Is that going to be your turn, JJ?
She will go ahead and use her bonus action to give an inspiration to... She can't see Jones. To Orville. To Orville. Yeah.
Okay. To Orville.
Yep. Orville will get a bardic inspiration. You got this, buddy.
You got this.
Keep it on up.
You shout, "You got this, buddy." Bartholomew looks over and goes, "I don't think I do. I'm really afraid right now, actually. Thank you." And it seems that was directed at him. Aja's turn.
Aja will fly over, give advantage to Celeste's first swing.
All right, Celeste has advantage on her next swing. Velithil, your turn.
I am just going to pelt him with some magic missiles.
All right, go right ahead.
We'll do 4 of them.
Pew pew pew.
5, 10, 14, 17. Good rolls.
17 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Do that, and you're going to. I think you. Is it 4 saves when you're concentrating on a spell?
I believe each one is a separate instance of damage,
Okay.
but they're all the base DC.
Yeah. So good. All 4 of them. Getting the 2s. The 2s are rough. That is going to be your turn.
Was that for both spells?
That is for 4 shots of magic missile.
I thought he was concentrating on 2 spells. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm good then.
That is going to be you. End of your turn. They'll take their final legendary action. You see them melt into the ground and vanish, and they will teleport up to 40 feet. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. You see them teleport behind you. That is the end of their legendary action. Start of their turn, they'll reset their legendary actions. JJ, up close, you see this drooling, dripping, fiery maw begin to kind of like stain down onto the floor. Small twilight kind of jewels seem to be in their saliva. You watch as well their flesh, the bits that have been sliced and cut, begin to mend and otherwise heal and affix themselves as if they are under some type of regeneration. Start of their turn, they're going to howl out using their bonus action this turn. I need each person, 1, 2, 3, I think everyone's within 50 of me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Everyone is. I need everyone to please make me a wisdom saving throw. Except for Kobold Jones, who is unable to hear this. Don't worry about it, Kobold Jones. We'll get to what's happening to you soon. So that is going to be, let's see here. JJ, what do we get? Your wisdom save.
You said wisdom? 11.
11, you will fail. Aja, wisdom save.
Aja got a 20.
20, we'll make it. Velithil.
Is it Charm or Frighten?
It is... Yes, under frightened.
I'm immune.
Okay, cool. Kobold Jones isn't here. Morgan.
11.
That is a fail. Celeste.
She's immune.
Oh, Celeste is immune?
I'm immune, but it was a
Heyo.
22. But to be
Heyo.
fair, I think Orville, Charles, and Buddy all get a +3 to their save.
Ooh. So Orville, what did you get?
Bumps me up to a 16.
16 is still a fail. Buddy will get
well,
a
we tried.
nat 20. Charles will get an 11. Minus 1 is a 10. Plus 3 is a 13. Charles, the wisest of the group by a mile. Charles will fail as well. Those of you that fail feel shooken to your very core, and you are stunned for 1 round. So that is going to be JJ, Morgan, and Charles are all stunned. That is its bonus action. As its main action, it'll strike with 2 of its talons. First one against JJ. JJ does a 15 hit. Oh, I'm sorry, you're stunned. Hold on, I get advantage. 24 will definitely hit. And that is going to be for 13 points.
Beacon.
And a wisdom saving throw from the hit. Oh, I forgot to meet the beetle. I have a beetle fight.
That's a 12.
A 12? A 12 will fail. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 targets. So we'll roll the 8. 1. Orville. JJ, as you get sliced across this, you take your 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you vanish. You all watch as small party poppers and streamers emanate and explode out from where JJ once stood, and then you hear a scream and a fall. JJ and Orville, I need dexterity saving throws. As JJ apparates in the air and is dropped onto Orville.
Seven.
You did 7?
17. Sorry.
Okay, 17. And Orville?
27.
27. Orville, you juke out of the way. You watch as JJ lands and falls prone on her rump as you dodge her. You choose what square do you want her to be in that's adjacent to you.
I will put her directly below me.
Below you? Boop. There you go. And JJ for falling, we need to know how many feet you were up, so we're going to check it here. Ooh, that's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you'll take half of this for making your saving throw from fall damage. We're going to go for, as you fall 100 feet, is going to be for 15, 16, 17, 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Thank you.
Of course. It will take its move, 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. Take its secondary attack against Morgan. Ooh, pretty low. Morgan is stunned. Oop. 26 will hit Morgan. 1, 2, 3. Gonna be for 6. There's gonna be for 14 points of damage.
Am I still able to dodge or anything? Like uncanny
You're
dodge?
stunned, which means you cannot take actions, unfortunately.
Okie doke. So 14.
14 slashing. And a wisdom saving throw, if you'd be so kind. Versus shunting you.
Seven.
7. Oof. That is going to be a d8 roll. Foop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Vel. Poop, poop. I need a dexterity saving throw from you and a dexterity saving throw from Velthil. Fortunately, you're only 70 feet up in the air. You are stunned, actually, so don't bother to roll, Morgan. This is just going to be you falling through the air. Morgan. Velthil. What do we get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Well, you're splitting the fall damage, if nothing else, so that's cool for you guys. That's going to be for 66. So each of you will be taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You watch in a flash a very heavy rend of the claw against Morgan. She explodes into party poppers and silly string, and you hear "Oh!" as her jaw is stunned, frozen, solid, and she is like a statue hurling back to the earth and collides in a very heavy thud on top of Velithil. Both of you are knocked prone, and you share the fall damage.
To interrupt you really quick, JJ was also stunned.
Oh, true. Oh my goodness. Yes, Orville, you made the save. Do you want to, seeing that there's no way she will land correctly as she's now plummeting head down? Because you actually fail those saves when you're stunned.
I will intervene.
Okay, so you'll take the other half then. So you will take 5, 6, 7, we said 18 damage will be the other half of that equation. Instead of JJ taking a full 35.
Gotcha. Does evasion have anything to do with that?
You made your save, and I feel like it should.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll say that's fine. We'll say
So
you can
we'll give JJ half and just negate mine.
There we go. That works out in the math. That kind of comes out in the line. It's a little cheeky bastard, but you know what is D&D if not a bunch of cheeky bastards being cheeky bastards?
Hey.
All right, so I have attacked twice with my claw. I am maintaining concentration with my other claws, so I am done with those attacks. I've done my bonus action, Howl, which requires a recharge. I have made a move action. I am done with my creature this round. Sorry about the wait. Kobold Jones. Start of the round, you blink into existence. You begin to hear a long kind of wind-up device. You hear this ding, 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 ding. You look around and you see a heavy-looking box with your face on the other end of it. And you see a number of versions or illusions of yourself, all in various states of panic and detrimental effect. Many of them have been ripped apart, arms missing, half of their face bitten off, and just seems to be a horrorscape of where you were at. You are locked away in this area. At the start of your turn, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw versus your sanity.
That's my other good stat.
Heyo.
It's a 19.
19. A 19 will maintain your sanity, but you are stuck here. So, it is up to you of what you want to do. You can interact with the environment around you, or you can attempt through sheer force of will to push yourself free of this illusionary prison. Your options.
I'm just gonna think real hard.
All right, I need an intelligence check, not saving throw. As you attempt to escape this somewhat maze of a situation.
It's a 15.
A 15. You think and you push forward and you push forward and you think, yes, I will escape. And then you hear and you let loose a bit of a butt trumpet, and you are unable to escape this mental prison. That'll be your turn. Morgan, you are stunned. End of your turn, you are no longer stunned. Celeste. Oh, I have to roll for my big boy at the end of the turn. It's not an 11. They still seem to be shunted between worlds, but they have not disappeared it yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward.
Move forward. Into melee with it?
Yeah.
All right. Your first roll is at base.
So straight roll.
Straight roll. Uh-oh, we're getting the serious girl dice out. I'm now worried. Is it the one that has unicorn inclusions? What's the go-to dice here? I have to know. It's not apparently a good go-to dice.
And he's going back to jail.
Yeah. What was the saving grace dice? Can you show us what the dice is? What's the when the chips are down, what is the dice you go to? Does it have little wieners on it?
No, that would be so awesome. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Can I tell you? It's like a basic bitch blue dice.
It's just a blue die. Okay, fair enough.
Like all my other dice are so magical, right? Like glitter and unicorns and like. Nope, basic bitch dice is
like back
pull out dice.
That's the dice when you're like, let's stop being goofy. Let's be serious.
We're fucked, so we're going back to the basics.
Gotcha. That is your first attack. You want to take your second attack? It will be at disadvantage, but you will get your second attack.
It's a 21 to hit.
21 hits on the nose. Gotta love that high dex, guys. High dex creatures, super fun.
Okay, I'm gonna smite.
All right, go ahead.
But just give me a second, because like I don't really.
I
don't know what I'm doing.
Sure.
Guys.
So
Don't
smite
forget
level 1
the
is
extra
2d8.
die for the sword.
So it's extra 4. It's 4d6, right?
4d6
and
against
then,
this creature.
and then my smite. Okay.
And then your smite. And your smite is a d8 plus 1 for every level above first. And plus 1 extra because it is a monster thingy. It is also horrific. All of the dice. Not most of. Not some of. All of the dice. I like checking for Kobold Jones for math. Counting the numbers with both our hands. Double checking our math with Kobold Jones.
It's 49 damage.
49 damage. I sometimes feel really bad about these kinds of fights, and then this happens. It will take all 49 points of damage. You see it trail across the kind of path of its flesh. Being that it is now relevant, what do you want, high or low? High or low? Evens or odds? Yes or no?
Evens.
Evens, okay. So we will go with the spell targeting Kobold Jones. We'll make our save. Taking 49 damage, I round up. I need a DC 25 Constitution saving throw, of which I have well over a plus to make a 10 if I hit a 2. That's what we know there. We have a 15 on die, which is close to what we need, but we do not quite get there, as I have a plus 9 Constitution saving throw and bring me to a 24, instead of a 25. You see the strike of radiant energy wash over this individual, a heavy gouging blade cut. Its hand that flickers with the spell holding the maze against Cobalt Jones twists and bursts out of it as if small bits of energy interrupting and interceding explodes in the palm of its hand. It howls out in pain. And you see Cobalt Jones covered in dust, this kind of glitterous, almost carnival-like pyrotechnics, now standing there shooken a little bit, having seen a field of his own death, but still maintaining his grasp on reality. Anything else for your turn, Celeste?
No, I think that's good, thank you.
No worries. End of your turn, you did miss with a... Yes?
Can I use my reaction real quick?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, what's that smell?
It's farts!
Oh my god, I can't believe my fart busted me out.
my butt trumpet saved me. Celeste,
Alright guys, get in the maze. I know how to get out.
I know how to get out. Just fart yourself. Celeste, you did miss with a melee attack at the end of your turn. It will take a attack against you. It had disadvantage because you have protection. Do you still have protection, JJ?
Do I still have protection?
Is that spell concentration or no?
damage.
It is concentration.
Two sources of damage. Neither one halved above 20, but that's fine. So D10, D10.
One is a 7. Yeah, one of them is a 7. So.
Okay, so Celeste loses her protection.
Yep, she is visible.
Whoop. I need a regular swing, not a disadvantage swing. Rude. Need a regular swing. Still a 4, either way. 15 will miss Celeste. That'll be Celeste's turn, Orville's turn.
Going to charge back into battle after giving a quick look to Jones, just saying, smell you later.
Very good, very good. Charging back at the clown.
Yeah.
40-foot move, flanking with your Karen Beetle. You have straight attacks if you need them.
Hey, yo. Alright, 2 straight attacks coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1 and a 4, so
We're
doing just great today.
That's
bonus action flurry of blows.
All right.
2 more.
Sure.
Alrighty. 3 and a 5. I cannot roll to save my life.
Right, 3 and 5.
All
Big
right.
swings. End of your turn, the creature will spend 2 of its legendary actions. One of its claws moves directly in front of your face, Orville, and you see fire, motes of it, emanate through each of the talonous claws of its hand, and it points to you and goes, "Soon, I will roast your bones to nothing." That is going to be its legendary action. Charles' turn. Charles is stunned. End of Charles' turn. Charles is no longer stunned. Bartholomew will yell at the Karen Beetle, and checking the Karen Beetle, will say, "Ayo dog, you have one thing you can do that might do damage." So it will move to here, and it will throw up acid at this this gentleman, or this individual, I should say. They need a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. With an 11 on dice, they dodge and evade out of the way. You see a streak of acid move out of the way. The creature hisses in their direction. Bartholomew will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here, just out of range, but holds the sword up and over above them and goes, "All right, do we just keep chasing it and beating it to death? All right, I think I figured out the hero thing. I think I'm good." That is Bartholomew's turn. Well, they have an action. Bartholomew will cast Fly. So he puts his forehead to the sword, goes, "Please, sword of swords, given to me by the Great One, grant me your wings." Nothing happens. He goes, "Please," and starts slamming his head into the front of the sword multiple times until a very large red mark breaks his forehead, and a small bit of blood trails down before finally, honk, big golden wings emanate out of his back. He goes, "Okay, great. Thank you. I'm a little dizzy now, but we're good." And starts slowly, fluttering their wings. JJ, start of round 3. Adjust my counter accordingly. And I need you. You are stunned, so that nothing there. Aja's turn.
Aja will give advantage to. Oh no, is stunned this turn, right?
I thought she made it 20.
Oh yeah, no, did make it. Yeah, that's right. I was a 19. Sorry. Thinking the snake should have failed.
No worries.
Yeah, she'll give Celeste advantage again.
All right. No worries. End of her turn. The Klon will take its final legendary action for this round, and will take a claw strike against Orville. Is it promised anything? Ooh, maybe not. 14 to hit Orville.
Nope.
Nope, that's a big miss.
We're up to 17 now. Hey-o.
Ooh. See a big heavy claw mark slice over the air. Nothing to be done about it. Velithil, your turn. You're prone on the ground.
Stand up.
Half your movement, you stand up. Ugh.
Then let's move. Let's move back about 10 feet away from where I currently am. Like up and to the left. Yeah.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left. Then I think our best option considering is 3 more magic missiles.
All right. Auto hit. Roll damage. I'll make my 3 saves. I fail on 1s.
5.
I do not fail.
10 points
10
of force
points?
damage.
All right, we'll take it. Takes it. CH1 doof, 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 impact, small snapping and breaking sounds from within it still as the creature laughs and howls all the same. Is that going to be your turn?
Yes.
All right. Much in the same way, you hear this kind of howling as snapping and breaking, bits of its flesh rearranging itself as it begins to heal and regenerate at the beginning of its turn. It will look out across the area, and you hear this kind of like cacophonous, deep, almost like 2 voices intertwined on one another. You hear, "When you fought Vito, you caught them unawares, but I am the hunter, and I will get my pound of flesh." You see 3 claws raised up into the air. The first one with the flaming talons will strike out at Orville. Orville. Foop. Ooh, 9 on die brings me to a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw. And then I will also need a constitution saving throw.
Wisdom 21.
Okay, wisdom makes it.
Con is also 21.
Con also makes it. Cool. So you are going to
All right.
take 12 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And you do not catch on fire, and you are not teleported. So good stuff for you. We'll take our second
Here's
attack.
So here's to not being on fire, being in place.
Hey, you're welcome. We're going to do a claw attack against Celeste. Celeste, that is a 19 on die for a 30 to hit. I'm just going to assume, yeah. And a 13 points of magical slashing damage to you. I need a wisdom saving throw. And we'll take our final Talon's Claw against... Well, I guess we wait in the event we get to land on somebody.
That's 8
Ooh,
for my
okay.
wisdom save.
One,
And I'm
two,
sorry, how much damage did you say?
13 points of slashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 targets. We're good. Whoop. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aja. I'm sorry. So Celeste, you teleport into the air. I need a dexterity saving throw from Aja, a dexterity saving throw from Celeste. Celeste, you are hurled only 20 foot in the air, but it's only going to be a d6. Isn't that great?
That is. I'm sorry. You said what? What kind of save?
Dexterity saving throw.
X. Okay, so that's a 4.
Okay, that'll fail. And Aja?
Aja got a 5.
Ooh, you both fail. So Celeste lands on top of Aja with a heavy crack. Being that you both failed, you will take the damage. 6 damage split 2 ways, so each of you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You're both knocked prone. Is Aja alive or no?
Flying Snake has 5 hit points.
Heyo, there we go. So knocked prone, Danger Noodle knocked prone, Celeste knocked prone. And then we'll take our final attack against Le Orval. Only a 14 to hit will miss, so we'll use our bonus action. Yes, we're going to use our bonus action, and let's see where we want to go. We will go here. And that is our turn. End of our turn, we'll roll our d20. And we do get above. You see the creature.
Oh, did he walk past me, or was that
Teleport.
just like a blink? Okay.
Yeah, bonus action has a teleport. End of their turn, they roll above an 11 finally for their spell. And you see them become an illusionary version of themselves and then completely turn invisible. Kobold Jones, your turn.
Did he turn invisible? Did he come out invisible, or did I get to see him for a second?
You see him for a second, but it is not so much an invisibility. Many of the people in your group could attempt, if you are trained in Arcana, to know what this spell is.
Hell no, I'm not trained in Arcana.
Hell nah.
I'm gonna roll up though, and
All right.
I'm gonna start slashing in that direction.
All right, you take both your attacks, slash in that direction.
You invisible bitch!
You swing, and both times your axe and swords meet nothing but open air.
Alright. We're chilling.
Chillin'. That is going to be Morgan's turn. Morgan, you stand up. Half your movement. Your foe has vanished.
Can I assume that Vel would know this spell to give advice?
You can roll Arcana, or if you have the spell already memorized or in your book, you would know it immediately.
I don't, but it's low level, so I wasn't sure, so I asked. That's a 22.
22. You recognize the spell effect that is being mirrored by this spell-like ability of this creature. Mirrors that of the Blink and Blur spells. A little bit of B&B.
Ah, okay. It's going to reappear if you just want to hold your shot.
That's what I was considering doing. So
Jones.
Jones like, I'm gonna fight the air. I don't give a shit.
If he comes back for even a millisecond, he's getting this axe.
This axe. You're muted, Morrigan.
nope, I unmuted and muted myself at the same time. I will wait and hold an action, I guess.
All right, yeah. So bonus action, give yourself steady aim, and then main action, prep the attack for your next attack to get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do so. Celeste.
I don't see him, right?
Correct.
He's still gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I will just hang out here.
All right. Hanging out. Orville. Are you hanging out on the ground, or you want to stand up at least?
Well, I mean, is the danger noodle still next to me on the ground?
The danger noodle is prone, both wings tucked underneath it.
Alright. I'll pick up the danger noodle next to me and
Alright.
kind of like coddle her and then stand up. You gotta be careful. You can't just lay out like that.
There you go. Aja is brought back from prone for its little snaky self. Is that going to be your turn, Celeste?
That is my turn.
All right. Orville.
Orville is gonna move back in line with the group because he's feeling a little bit out of place here.
What?
Between JJ and Vel.
Okay. Between JJ and Vel? Here?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
good. And guess I'll hold an action to bonk if he's within range.
All right. Charles's go. Charles looks around very confused, holding its pizza slicer, not sure what to do, and kind of just waits. Yeah. Where is it gone? Bartholomew looks around the area, will ascend 10 feet and look up into the sky and goes, I don't think it flew away. Can we just leave? And you see the Karen beetle will attempt its recharge, which it does, and just click and move over towards Bartholomew, as it seems rather confused, and its maw is full of acid. End of Bartholomew's turn. You will see you won't see. It will spend all 3 legendary actions to use Curtain Call while it is no longer in this plane of existence. It will teleport 10 feet from where it was at, so it'll move 5, 10, and then land behind. And it will reappear from where it once came. When it arrives, you see it roar out in a bellowous howl and take an attack against everyone within melee range of it. So we're going to make one roll and compare it against everyone's AC. Morgan, you do get your attack as it triggers off immediately.
Listen, Orville, you held too, right?
I did.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
Is it advantage with steady aim, or just a straight roll? Okay.
Do you have a while in melee? Can you fire while in melee or no? So it's a straight roll, unfortunately. But you do get your sneak attack if you hit, because allies within 5 feet.
Am I rolling straight or at disadvantage?
You are rolling currently straight.
Okay.
It's not completely reformed.
Alrighty, that is... that's going to be 22 to hit for me.
22 to hit will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And Morgan?
I got a 12.
A 12. The arrow goes wide.
I would also like to slap a stunning strike on this.
Go right ahead.
I need I believe it's con save.
Okay.
I'll look in a sec.
Ooh, I'm actually not immune.
Yeah, DC 13 con.
18 on dice.
Yeah. And we got 10 points of fire damage coming this way.
All right, 10 points.
Yep.
All right, it roars and cascades across its flesh. It howls in pain, and then continues on its merry way. Let's see here. I believe I rolled a 12, right? 18 here for your save. 12 here for coming back in, right? Good. There's going to be a 23 to hit Charles will hit, 23 to hit JJ, 23 to hit Orville, 23 to hit Kobold Jones, 23 to hit Velthil.
Did it have dis?
It can. It won't take the natural 20 if you want to take the 23 instead.
Yeah, I'll take the 23.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Morgan does 23 to hit. Celeste, 23 to hit. And that is the scope of its 10-foot range. Is everyone here?
Can I quickly cast a use of Bardic Inspiration for Cutting Words as well?
Oh, sure, yeah. If you want to reduce the main one, go right ahead.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So hold your horses, folks.
-5, please.
-5. That'll bring it down to an 18 to hit. So 18 versus Charles still will hit. 18 versus JJ. Good. 18 versus Orville.
Will connect.
18 versus Kobold Jones, I think misses, right?
This is
Okay. 18 versus Vel.
Shield.
Okay. 18 versus Morgan.
That hits.
Okay. 18 versus Celeste.
That hits.
All right. To everyone who I hit, that is going to be for 15 points of magical slashing damage. And then we start the real fun. Charles will make a wisdom saving throw. Charles will fail. JJ, wisdom saving throw.
I'm down.
That's fine, wisdom saving throw.
Am I not allowed to take uncanny dodge because I attacked?
It does use your reaction for that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
6 will fail. Orville, we hit you. Wisdom saving throw.
11.
Fails. Morgan, wisdom saving throw.
A 6.
Fails. Celeste, wisdom saving throw.
It's a 26.
You make the save. So Morgan failed, Charles failed, JJ failed, Orville failed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining targets. Perfect for a die roll. Whoop. 4. So 1, 2, 3. Hi, Snake Girl. You all are teleported. Only 10 foot in the air, but you will all land here. So I need dex saves from all 4 of you. JJ will land with a crunch. And since she is not awake, we'll take... Whoa! What happened here? Excuse me. There we go. Jesus. We'll take a death fail saving throw. So you immediately fail death save because you will take a d6 damage because you don't get to ignore the first 10 if you are unconscious. Everyone else, dex save if you could. DC is 10 to not fall prone. And then we'll move you into adjacent corners.
Question.
Answer.
Can I use Hellish Rebuke on this guy
You-
for when he hit me?
Yeah, you can definitely do that when he hit you.
It's a dex save.
All right, dex save here.
We'll pass.
9 on the die brings me well above 15 as a total.
So I just
with evasion.
don't roll it right. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Do I need to make a wisdom save also because looks like they're falling?
Nope, you're good. You already
No.
made your wisdom save. This is all falling here, and then we're just shunting to adjacent squares.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it possible to try and catch JJ?
Not because you used Hellish Rebuke, which would have been your reaction.
Oh, okay.
But with that, luckily everyone landed within 10 feet. JJ, you take your first death save. You have failed your first death save. That is the end of its legendary action, all 3 of them on Bartholomew's turn, from being not in the material plane. JJ, start of your turn, death save. This is why we do this.
15.
15. One step closer to being alive. Aja's turn.
Was there no damage there?
I was only 10 foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you will just be very thankful to Celeste and then go give advantage to Celeste and then we'll head up a little ways away from us, north.
Fair enough. That is going to be her. She'll head north, you said? What's a little
Yeah.
ways away? 15,
Just
20?
like 15 feet away, yeah.
Oh, good.
One more.
Seems good.
There we go.
That is her turn. Vel's turn.
We will... Yeah, that's a 10-foot radius. Doubt this will hurt him much, but we will cast Wither and Bloom.
Okay. What does it do?
So I need a con save from him, and then JJ, if you want to spend a hit die, I can give you some healing.
I could.
I have a 16 for my save.
Yeah, that hits my DC exactly.
Okay.
So it would be 10, so 5 necrotic damage,
Okay.
if he cares. And then JJ, roll your hit die,
7.
and then add a 5 to it, and that's how many hit points you get.
Thank you so much.
Turn 4.
Then I will back up. Yeah, I'll back up 10 feet.
Okay. Do you want to take the free strike?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Free strike on you. Oop. It will crit on the free strike. So we're going to stop you there. We're going to do 6 of these. Come across for 20 points of magical slashing.
Can I reduce that?
You are adjacent. What does the reduction do?
So it's a reaction, and if it's within 5 feet of you with an attack, then I can reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 3.
Oh yeah, go right ahead. They're currently staring down the barrel of an even 20 damage.
It's max, so 13.
13, so down to 7 damage. And a wisdom saving throw for your troubles.
20.
Ooh, 20 makes it. Good there. You said 10 foot away?
Yeah.
1, 2. Very good. Very good teamwork. Is that your turn, Vel?
Yep.
Alright, start of its turn. Regeneration hits. Regains all of its legendary actions. Regains its reaction. And is gonna keep tough acting tenacting some people. We'll spend our bonus action. You'll see it dig its open claw into its shoulder again and peel part of itself out of this reality. It begins to blur and shimmer once again, attempting to go back into its ambush state. I believe... Oh, I actually need to roll to recharge that. My bad. I haven't been doing that because it's been active. 4, 5, 6. No, I actually can't do it. Never mind. I didn't hit my 5, 6. I should have been rolling this whole time. I forgot. That's on me. So we're just going to go forward and we'll do our other thing. Kobold Jones, how do you feel about 4 attacks? You like them?
Love them.
Love them. Let's go, baby. First one. Foop. Gonna be a 22 to hit.
22 is my AC.
22 is your AC. Will hit. First time you've been hit this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You're wearing that new black armor, right?
Yep.
Dope. 1, 2, 3. 6 is 12. 24. You take 36 points of piercing damage. Magical.
Ow.
And a wisdom saving throw, please.
It's all 11.
An 11 will fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll re-roll on a 10. We will re-roll on a 10. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Celeste! Kobold Jones appears above you. 100 feet in the air. I need dex saves from him and a dex save from you, Celeste.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh! Celeste, what do we get?
I got a 20.
Your choice. Do you want to attempt to catch this covered in stone kobold plummeting to the sky from the sky above you? He is literally a grenade shell at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch him.
You're gonna catch
Don't
him.
fart on me on your way
I'm
down.
gonna catch him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Comes across for 31 damage, halved, 16 to you, Celeste. Kobold Jones, you are going to take 48 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
You're down. You watch as he plummets to the sky. Celeste, you dive under him, grapple him, and as you kind of do that jumping catch, you feel the force of his momentum pull him down and slam. You watch in your arms that are now busted into the ground, this heavy impacted earth, and you both kind of collide with each other. You watch his armor seem to grow much smaller on him for a moment and seem to squeeze him as if amplifying the damage he's taken. Kobold Jones, as you hit 0, you hear... Do you speak Dwarven, specifically?
Yeah.
You hear, "I don't know who you are, but you're no true son of the mountain, boy. You'll die before I see a non-dwarf wear me armor." And you hit 0 and go unconscious. That is its first attack. We'll take 1 on Morgan. 18 to hit Morgan.
That hits.
That hits. Wisdom saving throw, please.
It's an 11.
Rerolling on 10s. You take 11 points of piercing.
Okay.
And you are shunt. 90 feet in the air, which is 8d6. I needed a dexterity saving throw for you and 1 for Bartholomew.
I get advantage, right, with evasion?
Yes, you do.
I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yes! So Bartholomew goes to catch you. Oh no! Oh no! You flip, land in his hands, and then jump off of his hands. Because it is a dexterity saving throw. You made it, and with evasion, you take no damage on a successful save. You land standing right where you were swung from, and Bartholomew goes, "Oh, did I do that? I didn't do that. Did you do that? I didn't do that." Looks around, very confused. We'll take its third attack against Celeste. 17 to hit Celeste.
No, it misses!
Misses. And final fourth attack will go against Charles. 19 will hit Charles. For 8. Where am I here? 14 points to Charles. First time Charles has really taken some of this big old pain. Actually, second time now. Charles takes the pain, and Charles is going to make a wisdom save -1.
But plus
Nope.
3.
So +2 brings him to an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rerolling 10s. I said rerolling 10s game. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. JJ! Not good. Charles will attempt to make a dexterity saving throw in the air. Charles is hurled. Makes the save. 60 feet in the air, going down for 50, will try to avoid your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
DM?
Yes.
What size is Charles?
Charles is size small.
Can I attempt to catch him a la deflect missiles?
Ooh. No, but I'll allow it.
You gotta chuck him at the monster if you succeed.
I like it as an idea, so I'm going to allow it. Technically, no,
Alright.
but I'll allow it.
Okay. What do I need to roll for this?
You have to reduce the damage incoming. Charles is heading to Earth at 16 damage currently. Has made his save, so he's only set up to take 8 of it. So with deflect missiles, you have to roll, I believe, your martial arts dice plus your level.
It's 1d10 plus 13. So, do you want me to roll it?
No, you'll make it, no problem. Charles plummets to Earth and goes, "Oh, watch out!" And starts going down. You reach out and you grab and choke Charles a little bit. And, go, "Ah!" And he's about a foot away from JJ's unconscious face, or recently conscious face. He goes, "Oh, thank you." And you are now holding Charles, for what it's worth.
Hey, can I attempt to throw him as a missile?
Yes, I guess against the clone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, okay.
This is crazy bullshit.
Right.
Why not?
This is my reaction. But
All right,
that's
sure.
okay.
And fling an anger at the guy.
Ranged attack as a monk weapon. Am I rolling straight or at disadvantage?
Straight, because I can't re-engage my shimmer.
All right, sounds good. That is going to be a 14 plus dex, 19 plus proficiency is going to be 22.
22
Hit.
will hit. Roll
Let's
damage.
go. What kind of damage does a Charles deal?
I'm going to assume
Because-
Charles is an improvised weapon. So 1d4
Sure.
plus.
You got it.
If it was Chunkini, I'd give you a 1d6, but it's not. I'd also break your arm, because it's just entirely too much weight to throw.
I rolled a 3 on the d4.
Okay, so total damage is?
With dex, it's going to be 8.
8 points. The non-magical rat slams into the side of this clone. You see this, and slowly slides down the side of this nice red, red and black motif of fur, and there's a little brown smear that's underneath the bottom of Charles as they then pancake back off of it, land prone off to the side. We'll take the 8 as well. And will lay on the ground, one leg twitching up into the air, and seems unconscious at this point.
You're a hero, Charles!
The end of its turn, it'll use its bonus action to teleport. It'll teleport up here behind Vel. And that is its turn. Kobold Jones, you are prone on the ground. Many of your friends are not your friends right now.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, yeah, what's good?
I'm sleeping.
Oh,
I'll
you
make
are
my
unconscious?
save.
Make your death save.
Yeah. That's a crit.
You stand back up. Again, you hear this kind of like faint dwarven in your ear. You hear, the cold ain't take you yet, but soon, boyo, soon the cold will have its corpse.
I'll speak like kind of under my breath in Dwarven and be like, yeah, well, I'll fucking show you. And
You feel the armor squeeze a little bit.
I'll keep stomping towards the enemy.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20?
Well, I have to stand up, so...
Oh, you do have, so it's half, so it's only 15.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15 to there.
And, I will go ahead and use my, second wind.
Second wind? Okay, go right ahead. Don't tell me the number. I don't want to have that knowledge. You just roll it. You let yourself know. Morrigan's turn. I hate that. I hate DMs be like, oh, how much help points you get? I don't care. I just want to hurt you guys. Often as possible. I want to break you. I want to break you over my knee.
Well, can I put my bow and arrow away?
Mm-hmm.
And then trying to word this without sounding dumb, but can I just like think to myself like, we're in danger, help me?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me a charisma check. Not a saving throw check. I'm trying to coerce this thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go lay on the ground. You guys can handle this. Have a great time. That's a nat 1.
And that one, you hear, we're in danger. We need help. Like, I need to save people. We need to survive. Their voice deep within you goes, yes, I do think there is no saving it. We will survive. You guys watch as Morgan kind of shudders and shakes and grips her sides a little bit as if she's eaten something untoward. And you see her turn and look towards you, Celeste, since you're the nearest person. And you see tears of mercury come down the side of her face and slowly spread over her skin. In a moment, she becomes a solid statue of metal and seems locked in place. That is Morgan's turn. Celeste, a statue sits where once your friend was. I love that we can't hear the cursing, but we can see the cursing.
Well, this is complicated now.
Just a statue.
Do
You're
one of
Morgan in the
those
background.
things, like
Yeet me.
almost about to touch her, but like, ooh.
Yeah, you watch and like it like bubbles through her skin, her armor, and then slowly solidifies, and she kind of takes on this like metal shell around her body. Like full like Gorgon treatment, flesh to stone business.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that whole like squeezing through thing without trying to touch her. Excuse me.
Scoozy,
Coming
scoozy,
through.
Mascoozy,
Scoozy, coming around. And I'm just gonna make my way to the big guy, because like, nope, I've touched those tears before.
Yeah.
If I get in flank with Belle, would I get advantage? I don't know if she technically counts because she doesn't have a melee
Vel
weapon.
have a melee weapon? That's the question.
Not out right now.
She's
I need to get a second arm for me to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because the first arm is for casting the spells.
You might say she's
Somatic components are a thing.
disarmed.
I'm unarmed, I'm disarmed, I'm one-armed.
But I mean, technically, isn't she a giant weapon? Because, like, she's magical. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, she is
So
just
what do you do with your
like,
action? I'm curious.
apparently persuading something, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I had something in my ear. I was a little,
No, yeah,
I think
no,
hold on,
that's
wait, hold
cool.
on.
I'm just gonna swing him. I'm
Is
just gonna
that-
swing at him.
Is that a little bitch? A little bitch, mate? Hold on. swinging. You have straight rolls because it is not under its cloak it can wear.
19. So it misses, because I know it has to be 21.
Correct.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh, no.
Don't I get advantage because it's the snakes?
Is this your first attack since
Yeah.
It
that?
is.
You should have advantage
Yeah.
on your first
There you
attack.
go, advantage. You also have a +2 from your sword if you've not been counting that.
So 21?
21 will hit.
I'm gonna smite.
Please do. This smite brought to you by Celeste. Celeste. Smite him good. Smite him dead. And chocolate bunnies. Chocolate bunnies. We're just minding our own business. Why you gotta eat our ears first? Why would you do that? Why do you start? Who are you? Tell us in the chat. Do you start with the ears or do you start with the feet? I personally am an ears guy. It's
30.
monstrous, but
38 damage.
38 damage. Good lord. 38 plus what it has left. Ooh, we're almost to 3 digits, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna go again now.
All right, go right ahead. Big heavy swing. Boom. A seismic blast of Arcana. Is it a crit? Ooh, great. I'll spend a point of lucky. How's a 13 plus what your to hit is? I'll take that instead.
It's 21.
21 still hits, just not a crit. Sometimes you have fun, clowns. And sometimes you wait
Alright, I'm gonna
very
use my
patiently for things.
I'm gonna use smite again.
Alright. Go right ahead. Gosh.
This is bullshit!
This is bullshit. I pain every time Morgan does lucky.
Didn't help me this time. You should
did
see the
not.
rolls I got.
Yeah. I'm fortunate that I have this ability. It's actually really fun. Like, one of these days we'll do a behind the scenes as to why. But super fun.
Okay, 40 damage.
Only 40? Oh, geez. However will you live?
Could have been 80, man. Could have been 80.
Could have been 80. Alright. Takes it. Another big heavy strike. You see it howl out in pain. 2 big slices across its chest. It roars and bellows. And you're... So there is one of you who yet bears fangs. Is that your turn?
Godly suggestion that we all agree to give her an action surge right now.
Way to do.
Yeah, let's go.
Bartholomew goes, I don't, what? Yeah, sure. Cobalt Jones? Thumbs up. That's everyone here. Celeste, do you want to take an action surge now by using the fragment of godly divinity that is possessed with your group?
That means I get to hit 2 more times?
Yeah, that's correct. You get a whole nother attack action.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you're good? You taking it? All right. You guys watch as each of you slowly, a small pit in light, a divine radiance emanates through each of your chests. A burning divine radiant light bursts into reality. Each one tethers themselves to Celeste. Her form is emboldened with bright, radiant golden light. And in this moment, her body twists and moves and seems to break free of the slowness of a mortal coil, instead taking on godly, divine speed. First attack, what do we get?
22?
22 will hit. Smite again or no?
I'm sorry?
smiting again, or no?
That's where we were at. I was just saying I have 2 more spell slots left, so...
It's up to you. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah.
All right, go right ahead.
$38 damage.
38, it will take it. Second
And I
attack.
get 1.
Uh-oh. The math is being considered. The refs are on the field. They're checking the scrimmage. The kobold is assisting. He pulls out his abacus.
No, it's only a dirty 20.
Oh, so close. You take your sword back, raise it into the sky, golden blade, and big heavy swing. You see this creature bend backwards. As you go for a baseball swing, you hear a snapping of its spine, and it bends completely in half and narrowly avoids the attack. That is your turn, Celeste. Divinity and its light fades from you and your group, a week removed of being usable again. Is that your turn, Celeste? Alright. End of your turn, the Klon will use 2 legendary actions and attempt to cast a spell.
I can't understand it, so I can't discern anything, right?
Correct. You don't understand its languages. If you don't speak Sylvan, Infernal, or... I'm sorry, Sylvan, Abyssal, or Primordial are the 3 languages you would need to know.
No. I'll cast at 4th level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Plus Arcana, right? So 22?
It's not plus Arcana, it's plus your intelligence.
Oh.
So I think it's only your spell casting, is that right? Let's double check. 5e. Counter spell.
I can get to it so much faster. I don't know why I'm being dumb. Spellcasting ability, so plus 5, so 19.
19, okay. You cast a spell, and it seems to kind of mutter in a hiss and then look around and look at its clawed hands and look forward and narrow its gaze on you. Whatever spell it had attempted has failed. Orville's turn.
Orville is going to make mad dash at this fella.
5, 10,
this
15,
abomination.
20, 25, 30 to here.
Yep.
Swing away?
Can I swing around to get flanking with Celeste?
Not quite at 40 foot. You have 45 or 40?
I have 45 walking.
Go right ahead. Oop, you
go.
get to it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're swinging with advantage here, right?
Yep.
Alright, first attack with is 18 to hit. That's not going to be it.
Nope.
Next one is going to be 22 to hit.
Okay, hold that roll. I'm going to spend a second point of lucky. What's your other dice? Don't worry about it. I'm going to take the nat 1 I rolled.
Okay.
You can
Sounds
see a big thrust of flaming sphere. It twists like a corkscrew, and you narrowly miss.
Okie dokie. It's Flurry of Blows time.
All right, Flurry of Blows. Go right ahead.
Alrighty, 2 more coming in.
Bang, bang.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
We're going to put a Stunning Strike on that one.
Okay.
I need a DC 13 con save, please.
You got it. Ooh. DC 13. I
Yep.
will spend my first legendary resistance.
Hey, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
9 points of bludgeoning coming across on that one.
9 points of bludgeoning. I will take it.
Alright, second of Flurry of Blows.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to be 23 to hit.
Will hit.
And another stunning strike at you.
I will roll it. Oop, plus 9. It's going to be a 14.
You got it.
Ayo.
Ayo. That's the turn.
How much damage?
Oh, right.
Because your fists are magical, so it is relevant.
Yes. Another 9 points.
9 points. I'll take it. Is that going to be your turn, Orville?
That'll do it.
Alright, Charles rolls a death save. Charles is one step closer to dying. Bartholomew will move 5, 10, 15. Actually, no, Morgan's a statue, and JJ's still conscious, right?
I do have health, so.
Okay.
Felt it heal.
That's all. He just wants to make sure no one's dying. First swing will connect. Second swing will not connect. So D10 plus. 4, 6. We'll lucky that as well. Who's our final point? He's still connects. That's fine. 4, 5, 11. Take it here. That is Bartholomew's turn. JJ, start of round 5.
Right, JJ will stand on it. Alright, everyone is in range. And she is going to go ahead and Strumlum her loot and cast at 4th level Mass Healing Word.
Oh, go right ahead.
Make sure I get the right amount. That's 8 of healing to everybody in the core group.
Not Charles.
Nope, I can only do 6.
Oh, fair. Or Charles.
Poor Charles, so that's why.
Bye, Charles.
Bye,
Yeah.
Charles.
That's why I declared everyone in the core group.
I heard core group. I'm like, that's not Charles.
And then she will cast. She'll move over 4 to the left
Okay.
and shoot 2 up the way towards 2 Eldritch Blasts up the.
Go right ahead. 21's to hit.
One of them hits at 19 plus 7.
Okay. Damage, please.
Eight, please.
8, please. Ooh, really close.
And that will be it for JJ.
All right. End of your turn. I'll take my 3rd legendary action. We'll take a claw strike against Velethil. 18 on die is a 29.
Disadvantage, please.
For what? Oh, your talisman?
Talisman.
Sure. I'll take a 21.
Right,
Can
that's-
I cutting word set as
You can try to, yeah.
-3?
-3 brings me to 18 to hit.
I don't have a reaction to cast shield, so still hits.
3 of it. Brings us to 10 points.
Can I use my reaction to reduce it?
You sure can. Wisdom save, Velethil.
So -7 damage.
Okay. So 3 points.
3 points. I unfortunately got a 9 on my wisdom save.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rerolling 10s. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More again. How many feet in the air, Velethil? 40 feet in the air. Dexterity saving throw. Lucking out at 3 damage.
17?
Okay, you make the save for half, so you'll take 2 damage, and you will not collide with a statue that might kill you in response.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. Is that gonna be your turn? Or that's my turn. Velethil, your turn.
Oh, you look like you're sweating a little bit. That was a cute trick. Here's a trick I learned. And I am going to cast Magic Missile at 4th level.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Ritualist to upcast it 2 more levels. So
Yep.
I'm going to send 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts at him.
Okay.
I'll roll the damage afterwards. It isn't able to kill me. 5, 10, 14, 16, 20, 22, 25, 29 points of force damage.
29 points.
Mhm.
We'll take it to the nose.
And then I will take 21 points of necrotic damage.
All right. You see each blast boom, 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 hit across their skin. The light in their eyes slowly begins to fade, and they lunge forward in a kind of husk. You don't see any fire come from their maw. Their eyes seem somber and cold. Vel, is that your turn?
It's my turn.
End of your turn. Their regeneration triggers. You see the light of their eyes reignite. They seem as if reborn anew and curiously look around in various directions. They will hiss a curse, and they will use their... I can't use that, can I? I have to straight up cast it. They will attempt to cast a spell.
Well, I got my reaction back, so I will attempt to counterspell.
Go right ahead.
So last one of those I'll be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
This was 5. 16.
16 is off by 1, as teleport is a 7th level spell.
Damn.
You watch as you reach out and attempt to wrest this creature brings its forearms up overhead and tears into the curtain of reality. It stares out on all of you, and you hear a grumbling howl under its breath. Well, perhaps there is more to this prey than I thought. I will watch. I will wait. And the moment you are at your weakest, I will be there to rip your throats from the rest of your corpse. And it will fade into its teleport and disappear.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye! Combat is over at this point. And I think this is a good place to take a break. Good job, Seekers of Galanti. You made it through an ambush. And maybe one more to come. So with that, we'll take a break here. We'll see everyone here. Let's call it 10 minutes. It's 9:20. We'll come back at 9:30. For everyone here, we thank you for staying with us after the break. Peace. Woohoo, there we go. Gotta remember to press like all 3 buttons all in a row. So, I won't be needing this. Whoop. And I can fix that. Whoop whoop. I had a color correction for red frames, but it didn't seem to want to do it, which is the problem. I also have entirely too many things on my scene. Probably need to cut a lot of that out, but it is what it is. We will transform, edit, and fix the color correction. There we go. Look how pretty that is. What a fun clone, guys, right? Look how fun this person is. I will say before we get back into it, I will be posting the art in chat as usual now that it has debuted, but can we just all for a moment just say, like, when you tell Tater that you want a clown werewolf and they send you this, I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You get a nice beast feel out of it. Overall, big fan. But yes, yet another clone to harrow and hurt our players. Thanks for sticking with us after the break. If you guys are still with us, we do of course thank you for being with us, our level 20 characters. Before the break, a chat redeem of all things was called in. The keyword given, one will be provided at the end of this session to the other person that noticed during the break that our redemptions went back live. So that lucky individual will be checking your DMs soon, for you will have a word with me that once shared or found. We'll invite death to our players yet again. I said earlier I wanted to try something completely new for these redeems, and I have learned two things. One, I have learned that it shows me the name of the person who completes every challenge, and two, I've learned that I can re-up these challenges without it being an announcement on the channel. Isn't that interesting? Super fun things for perceptive folks at home, and for the lucky individual of you to have done this. Enjoy. So, with that, before the break, the group had begun to speak to an individual, a tiefling individual clad in a long robe, horns on their head, before a devilish and dastardly creature of horror, straight from Artnum, arrived to harrow and devour our players. After doing battle with them, we come back after the break, them beaten, bruised, and mostly broken. Some of us shine like a diamond right now, but we'll get to that one in a second. I believe Kobold Jones, before the break, you said you wanted to rush into CPR with a rat?
Yeah.
That's right, some hot kobold on rat action. Let's jump right into it. You harrow over, blood trailing down the inside of your armor, pooling at your feet. You rush over, you see the small mouse, or the small rat, their neck twisted, and they are currently dying at this point. What would you like to do?
I want to try to stabilize him.
It is a DC 10 medicine check. Go right ahead.
That's a 12.
12. Using two fingers, you push down their chest a number of times. You smooth their head. You think maybe CPR. No, we're just going to do compressions. We only need compressions. Slowly you hear and the breathing steadies. Charles becomes stable and is no longer in fear of dying, but is still at 0 hit points. You all look around. The Klon nowhere to be seen. Morgan, clad in the most beautiful statuesque pose, before slowly, as the danger seems to have passed, the metal fades from her skin and re-soaks into her pores. She gasps and is back completely normal. You hear, "I kept us safe."
That you did.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Not what I had in mind, but guess it came in handy.
Alright, well, I guess we're not going to figure out whatever that guy knew. So, back to the beetle?
There are split in half at this point. Two pieces of this tiefling individual in a heavy pool of blood at your feet. Really just like kind of splashed against the rock. It kind of adds a little bit to the rock, if you want to say that.
We should probably get out of here before anyone sees.
JJ's gonna quickly grab the 2 coins.
You walk out, grab the 2 gold back.
I guess she would grab the necklace
Sure.
as well.
You find a small bit of these 2 crossed blades bearing the necklace you had already kind of happened upon.
Okay. Yeah, she'll grab.
Didn't a horn blow? Kind of look out in the distance, see if anything's been approaching.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
$19.
19. It takes a moment. You look out into the distance, the horizon. It seems empty. But you do note a few hundred feet up on the road, there are a small collection of trees to the left of the road. There is a small shine that seems to reflect from the trees up ahead. It seems to flicker.
There's a flickering from those trees up there.
Do you think we should approach? Or maybe I could probably shoot a message over there if you point out exactly where the shimmer is.
That's about 100 feet up that way. There's near those trees.
Like a bird with something shiny.
Could be something shiny in a bird's nest, but it's flickering in a way that seems more like maybe a signal be responded to.
Bless you, Morgan.
Maybe
Thank you.
I don't know what else. Tip of an arrow.
Yeah, I can see if I can shoot a message and say that maybe that we're not hostile or anything. That we'd like to pass.
Sounds kind of hostile to me.
That's
know
interesting.
If I'm over there, all right, let me put myself in his boots. So I'm over there. I'm like, all right, hey, I gotta get this signal back for my guy, make sure he's cool. And then all of a sudden I hear a message that says, hey, there's definitely nothing wrong out here. Everything's good. We're not here to hurt you. I'm gonna be like, all right, something's messed up.
How about the
I
message is
did-
just, we're trying to pay our toll. This guy exploded.
I didn't say that nothing's wrong here. I just wanted to let them know that as we
I'm just-
approach, we're not here to kill them.
Okay. See, this is very sus. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, by saying anything, now all of a sudden
feel
it's
like-
suspicious.
I feel like you're making it extra sus.
All right, well, go ahead and do it. I mean, we're gonna get attacked by these guys anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, we could just head north of the river and just try and avoid him at this point.
It's whatever y'all want to do at this point.
I mean, it is a little suspicious standing here next to this guy cut in half, you know?
I'm more worried
Whether we did it
about
or
that
not.
he was able to
mean-
act as a portal to this thing. You all may recall that required a bit. I used to have that.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Also, if it's someone looking over here, I'm pretty sure they saw everything that happened.
Which brings me to my point, which, what the hell? They saw everything that happened, they just stood over there, we're over here just...
Welcome to
His friend
Highwaymen.
exploded!
Welcome to Highwaymen.
Yeah, if
these
the front
guys
exploded,
suck.
I wouldn't expect him to come running in and also get exploded.
They're not
Actually, it would make
heroes.
sense. Wait until we die, then that thing leaves, they come and take everything off our corpses.
We get taking things off corpses. How's this fella looking, DM?
In two pieces.
May,
of two
may I
minds
search
about
one Can I have Orville search one half of the body?
You want the west half or the east half?
Odds for west. Let's see.
Sure. West.
We're gonna take the east.
The east side. Okay. So east side would be his left side. So we would have, as you look over the lump of flesh that once was him, for medical note, clean tear for the wishbone. No bit and tackle on this side, so just a leg. You leaf through his left pocket. Inside is 9 silver pieces. You note his cloak is torn in half, his armor is rended into 2 pieces. Belted to his hip is a small scimitar. It is beautifully decorated. The necklace has already been taken off of him. He has a horn on this side of his head. Part of his brain has sloshed out of the half he's been sewn in half of. And I think that's it. I think that's it on the side. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not even gonna concern myself with the silver.
Yeah. Oh, half of a longbow is over this side shoulder.
Ugh,
But the arrows are on the other side.
Either.
Yeah.
Right, well, I suppose that's that. I don't know. I'll go check the other half.
Sure. You walk up, check the other half. You look at its quiver. There are 15 arrows stowed within its quiver. Half of a longbow on this side. In its other pocket, you find a set of folded bits of parchment, as well as 6 gold coins.
I will pull out that parchment and examine it.
Sure. Looking it over, it is seemingly a couple of notes written in Infernal.
Anybody read this? I don't know what in the hell this is.
Let me take a look.
You read Infernalville?
I do.
Okay. You look it over, and it looks to be a jumble There are various infernal letters written in strings that don't seem to make up any words or phrases.
Can I do an investigation to make anything of it?
Sure, go right ahead.
15.
15. Looking it over, you manage to note a few patterns in the text. It appears that this is some type of cipher. Coded messages given to a member of the scimitars.
It's a cipher, but I can't really make heads or tails of what it's saying.
That's something you need to like sit down and do some late night reading with, sort of thing.
Yeah, given a bit more time, maybe not in the middle of the field, I might be able to make something of it.
See if we can't make a nice safe camp for something tonight. We're not within the bounds of Grim Village by the time sunset's on us.
You didn't find any notes on this guy, right? Normally.
These ones written in Infernal.
That's... okay.
Are you looking for something specific, Celeste?
No, I was just thinking if that's a cipher for the notes, then maybe he has something else that would have more. I don't, no.
Like a key?
Yeah. But I guess it makes sense. It would just be memorized. I mean, who doesn't speak Infernal nowadays, right?
Me.
Shit.
Oh, okay. So all of you. Okay.
Bartholomew looks to you and goes, I
good.
speak Infernal.
Yeah, me too.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to take a look at them,
too.
Celeste?
Oh, you think I don't think I would understand anything more than you would, Vel. You're far more intelligent than me, so I think you got it.
We all live different lives and learn different things and see things in different ways. Just if you consider me smarter, you may still see something that I don't. But...
Are you saying that I'm smarter than you? Did you just say that I was smarter than you?
I said, if you think that I'm smarter, but you may see something different that I don't, because we all live different lives and see different things and learn different things and understand the world in very different ways. And
Did you just... I think you said, without saying it.
So is that a no?
Wait, did she say it or didn't
I
she
thi-
say it? Did she
Celeste,
say
I
it
think
or didn't...
You are a beautiful and brilliant woman. Now then,
That's a
Did you hear... No,
pretty-
didn't say.
pretty
She
good.
didn't say that. Okay.
Those are 2 compliments you've gotten. That's pretty good, Celeste.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Thanks, Val. I'll just stick up my hand. Just take a look.
You hand her the parchment. You take them, Celeste, you look them over. It looks like a cipher. What do you want to do?
Exactly what I thought. It's a cipher. I knew it. I told you, Val. I knew it.
you sure did know that. Brilliant deduction.
I'm just gonna hold it up into the light. Just walk around aimlessly with it like I have discovered something incredible with
Celeste,
this.
please make me a perception check.
That's a solid 12.
12 is above 10. You hold it up to the light, and you can see on the fringes of the paper there is writing that can't normally be seen by the naked eye. But as you hold it up to the light, there is a shadow in the paper that seems like the code to the cipher. I'm not joking, by the way. You're supposed to.
I'm just gonna-
light, but the sun is
gonna-
out.
I'm just gonna casually start reading it out to Vel, like I Like I knew the whole time that
you,
this was
you start putting like aces to, or like you're like, okay, so this A is actually a C, and this number is actually. Go ahead and give me either your choice, intelligence check or investigation check. Your choice.
Can JJ start notating down what Celeste is dictating?
Oh, so yeah, like so Celeste is just muttering out like, okay, so 1 equals E and 2 equals F, and so you start like writing it all down. Yeah, that's fine.
intelligence or what?
Intelligence.
It doesn't
or
matter.
investigation?
It's a crit.
It's a 20.
It's a crit.
You see, sometimes I'm like, is it bullshit to have this thematically have lucky? No, because crits happen. That's why.
See,
So.
that's what Val said. Everyone does things to
So you get the code back, and as you translate it through, it seems that there are 3 notes, all said and done, with this cipher code that have all been folded in on each other. The oldest looking one, the one that's the most dried ink, the most like kind of like war torn, it's been folded multiple times, looks through and says, "Established across the Ravon Range. Seek comforts and speak of friends among demons." The second note says, "Compromise. There has been an issue, pending investigation. We will move to more southern lands." The final one comes through and speaks and says, "The current code is to be spoken of firing wood. Look within the hollow woods themselves, and you will find us at the thrice knotted tree."
So yeah, I mean, super simple. I think we got it. Good job, Belle.
You know, Miss Velithil, I have to say, you have such a keen insight into the abilities and prowesses of this team. Remarkable leadership. I would have never thought. Personally, Celeste, I thought you were more brawn than brain, personally, but your beauty compensated for such things. I would have never thought you to be a detective, and I am impressed beyond a reasonable doubt. So I want to say, I am sorry for doubting you. I had my doubts. Did you know that Mr. Jones?
You had doubts in me?
Yeah, I had doubts of you. Yes. I thought you were doing as Mr. Jones does, which is taking the piss.
Holy
I didn't realize
shit.
you were a.
Everyone thinks you're a dumbass.
I didn't think she was dumb. She's very smart and well spoken for.
Okay.
I just didn't think like puzzles and ciphers and such were her like forte. But it is amazing. I personally used to do a crossword every morning, but I would get stumped on them. You did this like it was nothing. So Miss Velithil saw that in you, that's a discerning eye.
Oh, she saw something, all right.
Of course. Just the other night I learned that Miss Jones is a doctor of some sort. There's so many remarkable talents in this group.
You didn't know he was a doctor?
Not an
You
official
guys are
one.
besties and you didn't know?
Oh no, I mean,
Oof.
besties don't talk about, when we went to school or whatever.
Oh, I didn't go to school.
Yeah, see? So how was I supposed
You
to
learned
know?
that during the war, bruh. Where you been?
Oh, yes, the war, of course. Of course. How foolish of me.
Out there on the streets.
The hard streets of...
The streets of the big field that a bunch of people died.
Right. Is there a name of that field, or...?
So anyway, I think we should get going because
Oh.
we might, right? No, we staying here. Should we rest?
I don't think we want to stay right here, but wherever we go, we're likely going to be followed.
Do we want to go north or do we want to go forward?
Well, I think north will take us to the Hollow Woods, right?
The Hollow Woods are
All of-
all around us. Or are they
So
only the woods along the mountain path, or is
correct.
it?
The woods themselves, the northern Halder Woods, are only around the Ravon Range. They are the wood and forest that expands throughout the northwestern portion of the Hunter's Reach, down throughout the south, and then runs the length of the southern border of the Ravon Range. You would assume from these notes the eastern clump that exists between the Ravon Range and the river is likely where, somewhere in there, is this thrice-knotted tree that they spoke of in their code.
So from where we are now, it would be almost straight east.
Correct.
Okay.
Probably about a half day or day's journey by beetle. By then your beetle would be exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be backtracking essentially.
Yeah, you'd be going off the beaten path towards trying to find them. Effectively, you currently, with what time you have left on the beetle plus the day, you'd be arriving at Grim Village like just after nightfall, or you'd be arriving in the woods about the same time. It's up to you guys to decide how you want to do that.
If we push forward on the road, we're going to have further encounters with the scimitars for certain. If we trust this fellow and head north of the river, then we may not. I don't think we want to head straight into their territory after dealing with that thing.
Yeah, probably not ideally. I can help us out as we ride along and whatever. But I figure we're all pretty smacked right now.
Yeah, and I'm kind of scared of the mammoth that's up that way too.
Actually, are you trained in history, Cobalt Jones?
Only war history.
Then please roll history.
That's a 9.
9. While Cobalt Jones says this jokingly, pointing at the map as you guys were reviewing, there is truth in his voice. There is a mammoth of the northwest Hunter's Reach. And there are a number of tales that speak of it. They don't put things on maps for jokes. That's the thing. You also will be reminded, before being sundered in half, there was speak that the northern pass of the river is the most dangerous area. It's the one they can't promise people safety on.
We could travel on the road and just try and pay the next person. Or leave coin here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll like double it or something, and they'll be like, you know, that was a year of his pay, so okay. I mean, he only had what, like a couple coins in his pocket.
There's some silver on the east half of him. If y'all want to just pull that out and leave it.
We already paid. We were going to pay 6 times the cost of transit.
I mean, why don't we just hand it to the next folks up the road? They're already looking at us. Like, why don't we just turn his person?
Should we bring their friend Barry as well?
We could. I was gonna give him. You know, I might have some bad blood with him, but I was gonna give him his pendant back. You know, maybe try and sweet talk him a bit. My problem's not with the whole organization. My problem's with one person. At this moment.
So we ride?
Or we try and call out to whoever's watching.
Yeah, I'll happily call out. So.
What are you gonna say?
Hey there. We're trying to pass through and return y'all's belongings. your friend here was rended in half by a giant clown. As you saw.
I will hide my axe behind my back.
Too true.
DM, can I make a perception check as to how well this kobold is hiding this giant axe?
Oh, not at all. No check
Okay.
needed.
Alright.
The heft and hane of it is behind his back fully, but there's blades to either side of his shoulders, and it's just like there's no chance. It's like trying to hide an anime weapon. There's just, unless you have a way to dimensionally store it, like in Tales of Arise. Watch about that. There's a gun in it. Yeah, there's really no way. If only he had a sphere that he could put his weapons in inside the chest of a fair maiden. Darn.
Eventually.
One of these days I'll get me one of them fancy maidens.
Once I get 100,000 of these points.
Ooh, there you go. I'm actually intrigued if someone redeems their own Quest from Afar. That'd be kind of cool.
I will no longer be maidenless.
I will not be maidenless. Get my horse. So what would you like to do, bud?
Well, what's the group say? Just move on or try and communicate? It's vote time.
Vote time! Get in the comments.
Okay, I guess all in favor for just riding and see what happens. I'll raise my hand.
Riding where?
Bartholomew raises his hand.
Through the the road.
Oh, so going up to the next guy? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll
Hang
raise
him
my...
off.
Yep.
I'll raise mine.
I'll also join.
Alright then, let's ride until we meet the next person then.
Alright, well, JJ will grab his coin purse too.
Alright, you grab his coin purse. So you're taking off of him his necklace, his coin purse, and his notes, right?
Yes, and then she will also grab the 2 sheets of the sketch she did.
Oh yeah, that are now in half and covered in blood, soaked all the way through.
Yep. Can she mending that?
Yeah, you mending the parchment comes back together, but the ink is completely like bled through. There, so you have like a beautiful picture that's been done, and the entire middle part is clean now as you restore the paper back to before it was written on.
Gotcha. Well, she can rebuild.
We can rebuild.
Alright, do y'all want me to call out or are we just gonna ride?
I say we just ride and then,
Alright.
see if we just pay him off or something. I don't know. Not make a scene of it.
Maybe we could just pretend like the other guy wasn't there the whole entire time. Like we never saw him.
They're literally watching us right
They're
now.
watching us. Like, I don't...
We were riding
So-
by and he just flipped off that rock and fell in half.
For the sake of time, you all ride down the road. You hop on your beetle. You ride down the road a couple hundred feet. Once you get within range of this tree, you hear a whistling sound, and a voice calls out and says, "Hold there, travelers!"
JJ's gonna hold out her hands kind of up, but hold out the last fellow stuff just towards the edge of the road.
You see a bow drawn peek through the heavy brush of the tree. Another tiefling face points out. Their hood is down, their horns curled and exposed. Small little silver caps tip the edge of their horns. And they look out to you and go, "Strange things in the Hunter's Reach this morning."
Strange indeed. I believe this belongs to y'all.
Indeed it does. Necklace, scimitar, coins. Where's your friend?
Friend?
Scary guy, 4 arms, lots of howling.
Seems he hopped on away.
Hopped on away. All right. Suppose you're alright. Suppose your friend is not your fault. 3 silver coins. You can take the main road.
JJ will hand over a gold.
You like flick a gold up into the tree. You just like yeet it into the tree. A gloved hand reaches forward and grasps it, and you see there's a second tiefling in the brush as well, and leans forward and goes, "Well, if and they kind of like look at the gold coin. If you get further stuck along the road, perhaps we can come to an arrangement to guard you for an evening."
How do y'all feel about that?
What's the cost of an arrangement?
Cost of an arrangement. You see there, like, the hand kind of like sinks back in there. The individual with the bow kind of like tilts away from you all, and it seems like they're in conversation. They turn back, and you hear the voice kind of speak out again and goes, "We'll overlook your party for a gold a person. We won't count the rat or the beetle."
DM, were we going to be stopping along this way, or would we be reaching Grim Village?
You, assumedly, for the amount of time left in the beetle, will arrive in Grim Village just after nightfall. It just depends on if you guys want to push forward through now until you get to Grim Village to start making resting arrangements, or if you want to stop halfway there and then do it. It would mean that you'd make the rest of the journey by foot if you do it that way. Just depends on where you want to end and be at by the end of this.
What does everyone feel? Being like fully charged for Grim Village and resting along the way, or reaching Grim Village in this state at the end of the day?
I think like we're good enough graces that we can rest at Grim Village, and the promise of some semblance of civilization sounds pretty nice to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Push forward to Grim Village then?
I agree.
I'm happy
Yep.
with it.
Jones is blessed.
I appreciate the offer, but I think we're going to try and reach Grim Village for a rest.
Oh, very good then. Your toll has been paid, and thus you are welcomed to take the main road. You hear a rustling in the tree. An arrow fires out into the open air high above the tree, and then detonates into a beautiful cloud of green, kind of like shimmering light. There's a brief moment, and you hear several kind of like heavy sounding bird calls that echo along the road. Their voices kind of turn back to you, and you hear, "Very good. You are welcomed to maintain your travel along the Hunter's Reach Road. The Scimitars thank you for your cooperation."
Thank
Very
you.
You see the bow retracts back into the heavy brush of the tree, and by all seemingly odds, they are no longer there.
As we ride off, DM,
Mhm.
Orville's gonna take a gold coin and flick it towards the tree and the brushes, and call out to them.
A
And
hand
say,
catches.
the rat's a hero, and his name is Charles.
The hand kind of like dances the coin across its knuckles. Goes, "The rat's name is Charles.
And he is a hero. Let
and
it be
he is a
known."
hero. So shall it be known among the Scimitars of the mighty Charles the hero." Charles, meanwhile, on the back of the beetle, still concussed, still unconscious, has no idea this is going on.
Oh shit! I'll heal him for 8. I'll heal him for 8.
you heal him for 8. You hear, "Where's it at? Who did it?
Where am I?
Killed it. You killed it. You killed it. You killed it already, Charles.
got
You
it.
were
killed-
so brave.
I killed it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Super cool.
of course I killed it. Great. Thank you.
And sits down, and Bartholomew goes, I'm gonna tell him. I feel like
Nope.
we really shouldn't. You shouldn't lie to people. What do you mean
Lie? What do you mean lie?
Yeah,
You
buddy.
did a good
What do you
job in
mean?
helping to defeat him, Charles. You did such a damn good job. You and Orville make a really good team.
Slammed into him.
Bartholomew just sits there and like grips, like takes his left hand and grips his right thumb and just squeezes so hard and bites his bottom lip and goes, "Yes, you were an invaluable member of this party, Charles. We couldn't have, I can't finish the sentence. It hurts to lie." But Charles just goes,
You're weird, man. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. If we're a good team, then Orville,
Good team.
we're a good team. All right.
and Charles gets up and walks over and leans up against Orville. Goes,
I accept you as my subordinate.
Aww.
How cute.
He likes you.
That's
You're
enough
pretty-
of that, guys. That is enough of that. All right, y'all have a nice day.
the hand with the gold coin retracts back into the tree. Goes, be well. Riding up north on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys ride at a good clip. Bartholomew commands the large beetle and Gnomish to continue far up the road. You all have traveled this road by foot for a pair of days before, way back in the beginning of your adventuring career, some many months ago at this point. Along the trail, however, you do note much of the road has been maintained, even down to when you, in the next few hours, as you begin to cross the crash site from your Duragarian friend to the north, it has been completely cleaned up, picked apart, and there doesn't seem to be any sign of the broken wagons or things of that sort. All of the wood and metal has seemingly been reclaimed, the earth itself been remolded over, and for many of you, as you point, and you're like, isn't that like the big open space? Like, it's still open, and there's no trees or any wildlife there anymore due to the fire, but now you kind of like point at it, and it looks as if much of the road has been very well maintained. Where once only dirt roads existed, you do note there is a formation in the mixture of the earth to be a kind of like a sedimentary clay that makes it easier for horses to ride upon. And along the path, every several hundred feet, you reach yet another check mark that either is bushes that seemingly should not be where bushes are, or trees that seemingly have been scouted and prepared in a certain area, and all along the way you can hear the drawing of arrows and then the kind of like unspoken agreement that you are safe along this road. Before long, day in the afternoon peels off into night, and you all come within view of Grim Village. As the night collides and comes and fills the world again with darkness and the mystery of the evening, you all can look into Grim Village and you see the rows and different areas of farmland replaced with bright, cascading lights that seem to emanate across all of the village itself. As you all ride into town, your beast of burden slowing as its time nears the end of a full travel day, you all arrive in Grim Village Resort and Casino. And that's where we'll pick up next week on Second Wake. As always, guys, I really desperately do thank every single person here for sticking with us throughout the various breaks and all the things of that sort. We've got Rosen is streaming. Rosen is streaming That Good, which is, I think it's 2B and 2B's butt. So, you know what? Art be weird. So we'll go ahead and raid them. I don't think we have anyone out there. Dork Sky, Damage. Oh, Dice Dream Sandwich is starting. Hold on, we'll do that instead. Not that I don't love supporting artists. I just think if it's D&D night, you send people to D&D night. Oh, never mind. they're doing. Oh, there we go. Okay. The commercials are like people playing sports games, and I'm like, wait a second, what? So we'll go to Dice Cream Sandwich. They've been streaming for about 2 hours. Looks like they are doing their one shot for hosted by Gamergate Girl. So yeah, we'll go ahead and give them a check out. For everyone here who has stayed with us throughout the broadcast, for those of you checking us back out on YouTube, crazy world we live in, but we made it. Feels like we made it. For the individual who has redeemed our 10-point redeem for the revenge, as the clan continues its relentless assault upon the party, I will be in touch with your keyword. Share it with no one, or death will befall all. Smiles. I've been Kareem Zamir. They've been the Seekers of Galanti. This has been Second Wake. We'll see you next time for more fun. Peace out.